Hi there. In almost every shoulder dystocia case that we handle, we always hear the same defense. This was an unavoidable emergency. There was nothing that the doctor could have done in order to prevent this injury from happening. However, here's how we as birth injury lawyers combat that. First and foremost, it should be noted that a shoulder dystocia is an emergency. Baby gets stuck in the birthing canal, it can compress the umbilical cord, it can actually cause oxygen issues and cause brain damage. And therefore, getting the baby out as soon as possible is extremely important. But here's how we prove that a doctor was still negligent in this emergency situation. First and foremost, before the shoulder dystocia even happened, did the doctor actually prepare for a possibility of shoulder dystocia? If a mom suffered from gestational diabetes, if the baby had been sized up to be fairly large, or if mom had shoulder dystocia pregnancies in the past, those are all risk factors and major ones that should have prepared the doctor for knowing a shoulder dystocia was about to happen. There are ways to intervene prior to actually delivering the baby in order to avoid a shoulder dystocia situation. However, sometimes shoulder dystocia just happens and we don't know why. Even though it's an emergency to get the baby out, it doesn't excuse the doctor from using negligent care. For example, if the doctor does not use the proper techniques to get the baby out, such as the McRoberts maneuver, then that doctor was negligent. If the doctor used too much pressure and pulled too hard that injured the brachial plexus nerve injury network over there, that can be negligent care. So despite the fact that a shoulder dystocia defense is always, it's an unavoidable emergency, it had to happen, it doesn't excuse the fact that the doctor has to use reasonable care. If your baby or a loved one's baby suffered from a brachial plexus injury and now has Erb's palsy or Klumpke's palsy, and it was due to the fact that the baby was stuck in the birthing canal and the doctor was negligent, you may have a medical malpractice case. You need to speak to a birth injury lawyer to know your rights. My name is Adam Funk and I'm the managing partner at Funk Law Group. We handle medical malpractice and birth injury lawsuits. I would be happy to chat with you about your case. You can email us, you can call us, you can text us, and we will schedule a time for you and I to chat free of charge.